here we are. We should be live. Something is flashing at me, but I think that we are live on YouTube. I see YouTube appearing. So welcome, 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 Irene. Welcome, Ken. Here we are back for our weekly live Beyond the Pain. We will have to find a jingle, actually, now that you are dancing. We are soon coming with a jingle. I think that something is coming.
You'll sing, I'll just dance for you.
Beautiful.
And
So,
Ken, what did you do?
Yeah. We missed a week, I think, or two, because Irene and I had some things to do. So just be patient with us. We try our best, and then sometimes we just cannot be in front of the screen.
Yeah.
And Ken is very patient with us. He is very resilient too. So whenever we can, we are weekly coming here back on my YouTube channel, and we are going to share more about the incredible and unique, actually, drug-free neurotech. Yeah, the Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, as I call it, shorter, VTT. So who is going to start today?
I can start with Freedom Patch.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the most incredible things that God created. Yesterday, I don't know what I did. I overwalked the last couple of days. Well, you know, when I'm not emotionally stable, I feel like I have to move, and then I move too much, and then my ankle gets really messed up. And I mean, I don't think I'm not gonna put my foot up, but it's on my ankle. And yesterday I did all my stretching, I did all my whatever I do for it, and it was still kind of and I put it in an awkward place because the pain was coming from an awkward place, so it kind of lifted the corner. That's why I was doing that. But anyway, within, I don't even know the time I put it on because I fell asleep. That's how quickly and comfortably it made me. And sometimes during the night, I don't want to call it restless leg syndrome, but like it is a feeling that I have to like crack my foot, my ankle, like I have to kind of move it. It's this weird energy goes through it. But when I have this, none of that happens. Okay. So I just want to make it clear. It's not, you know, we don't deal with any diseases or issue, but I just wanted to explain the feeling. And sometimes that restless leg syndrome is the best way I can explain, but I just want to make sure it's not for it. Just for pain. But whatever that energy causes me a little bit of pain, this takes care of my legs being calm, cool, and collect. So it's very interesting how this works, but it works incredibly. And remember, I did that whole week of testing, sleeping with it. Last time we talked, and it was pretty amazing. I was fine. Like, I mean, I didn't need it, but I still used it. Just wanted to see. Yeah. But even if I'm not in pain, sometimes during the night, I get those feeling of movement without moving. Again, it's very hard to explain, but yeah, it does work. So today is the start of the day. And today I'll try not
the freedom. This is called Freedom Super Patch. And I mean, Irene, you have very peculiar, I would say, feedback on this technology, because this is supposed to be a pain relief, just pain relief. And actually, it should be the only super patch that is not repairing or reopening any neural connection in our brain. It's just working on the area of our brain that deals with pain. So it's quite, I'm intrigued. I'm very curious. I would like to know why this happens. It's really interesting.
Well, the only thing for me is that when we're in pain, our body is in stress. I mean, maybe can follow up. I mean, that's how I understand. Look, when I was in that exhaustion pain, be 14 years ago, I truly lost track how many years it's all been happening. I count every year how many years I've been using this, how long is the car accident's been. But I think it's about 14 years because I'm trying not to live in that, like I promise myself I'm going to look at the good, not the bad of it anymore. And so the way I understand, and to my own personal body, when I was in that so much pain, that's when the spasms, that's when the shaking has happened. And the moment the pain disappeared, or, of course, obviously with time, and it wasn't even the freedom patch, it was the liberty.
Yeah.
Then all of the rest of it went along with it, like went away with it. I think when the body is not in so much pain, the nervous system, right, probably is much more calmer. It can process whatever it needs to process in repair our own body.
Yeah, but what I understand is that your shaking stopped, and also the pains in the beginning with the liberty patch.
Yeah.
But now you notice that even the freedom patch makes you calmer with your legs.
Yeah, I'm thinking the only thing I can think of is that the nervous system is not in that the pain is, because I know it only deals with the pain, but when the pain comes down, the nervous system is also calmer, so it doesn't trigger that whatever. I don't know, I'm not a Ken, I'm giving it to you as
Ken, what do you think about this? How would you explain it?
I love it. I love it.
You deal with this now. It's yours.
Okay. Great. Thanks. As a massage therapist, one of the biggest things that people come to me for is for pain relief, whether that's from some physical pain caused by something they're doing, or it's just inflammatory pain. The patches seem to really help with that. But one of the things that happens as we have pain is inflammation in our body causes a lot of things to give you pain. So by combining some of the patches, is what I'm finding is that we're able to help reduce inflammation in the body, thereby creating less pain in the bodies, less blockages in the body. So it interrupts those pain cycles. For me, when I first started using the patches, I started with Liberty and Victory, and then added in the pain patch because I was in tremendous pain in my back. I couldn't literally almost get up out of bed at that time. And by combining those two, I helped relieve, or all those three patches, I helped relieve inflammation in my body, which thereby decreased the amount of pain. So I'm finding that the pain patch, I don't use it as much as I used to. I use it when I need it.
Yeah.
So, if I'm going to go out and do some exercising or go out for a long walk or something like that, I'll put the pain patch on. Not necessarily that I was in pain at that particular time, but the act of moving or doing strenuous exercise creates a certain amount of inflammation in the body, so thereby that probably will end up in some sort of soreness or pain. So it's been really helpful for me, and a lot of my clients love it because it's a way to reduce their pain significantly. Some people get pain goes away entirely uh, just in a short time. And some people find a reduction in their pain enough to where they can tolerate whatever's going on so they can function better at a lesser level of pain. So that's what I'm finding.
Amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
That really makes a lot of sense. And today I'm going to tell you about the boost patch that it's the only one. I have the whole package here, all of them, but this is in my purse because yesterday I went on a trip, left home at, I think it was 3:30 or 3:40 in the morning a.m. because I had to drive like 4.5 hours to get to this place, and it was to attend a beautiful personal development masterclass, live masterclass. So it lasted the whole day, but then I had to drive back. I was with two friends of mine, but I was the one driving. And yeah, this is just the super patch that you want to use when you know that you're going to have a very heavy, long day. I had a lot of fun. I wasn't sleepy. When I was driving back, my friend was just exhausted and very happy, but exhausted because we had been awake since 3 in the morning. And she said, "How do you manage to do this? Are you not tired? Why are you not yawning? Why are you so awake and able to drive?" And I was like, "Well, I'm wearing the boost patch." Yeah, it's kind of incredible, this super patch. It took me a couple of weeks when I started using it. In the beginning, because I was used to wear daily Liberty and Victory together, I thought that my neurological potential was already at its best. And I thought I didn't need to be optimized more with the boost patch. Previously, I was very scared, and I actually told Irene, I don't know if I'm going to use this boost patch because I am afraid, I was really afraid of not being able to sleep because I was already feeling so full of energy, so optimized, so well, and so powerful that when it came out almost 1 year ago, it was the end of November, more or less, yeah?
I think so.
Of last year. So yeah, I waited. I think that I waited a month, 1.5 months to see other people like Irene and other people that I know, how they were managing with the boost patch. And then I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And I tried it for a couple of weeks and I didn't notice anything. And then when I traveled, I drove to Germany from where I live. It was 14-hour drive, not 4.5 like yesterday. So I left for the weekend and I went there to Germany on the Friday. Then we had the event on the Saturday, and then I drove back on the Sunday. And then the next morning, Monday morning, I was back to do everything I had to do, waking up at, I don't remember, 6. I wake up usually around 6, 15 past 6, being able to do everything. And I had actually, I came back and it was really late, really, really late, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, so I understood that the boost patch for me works very well when I have these very, very heavy, intense days, because then I don't feel exhausted.
Yeah. And what I've noticed is that when I wear it, like I can sleep with it now, but I couldn't sleep with it. I mean, they really don't recommend to sleeping in it, but a lot of people do, and I've done it. I don't pay attention anymore. But what I've noticed, if I put it on just like for conversational, it works amazing. But the moment I leave the house and I start walking, like it optimizes itself by 10 times. Because, it gives you that extra, energy to move and go and be. And that's when I see it even more. It's great when I just need to do many lives or like, doing pre-interviews or whatever. It's amazing. Mentally, like I'm so awake, but physically, kind of that physical energy is what really tested for me. Is like when and I was like, oh my God, I was kind of like, not tired, but I kind of chilled. But the moment I walked out and took those few steps, it was like I wanted to run. Let me tell you something. I was in tears the other day. I was so emotional. So my daughter was having an exhibit show where in downtown LA, and I ran into a lady, a girl that I know. I worked with her brother, may he rest in peace, for over 20 years. And she was at a restaurant, and the waiter was calling for her, "A lady, a lady," and I said, "Let me take the her paperwork and I'll give it to her." So she didn't hear me calling her name, so I had to run. I ran 2 blocks. I ran 2 blocks, and when I realized that I ran and how faster, I don't run. I stood there and I literally had a tear in my eyes to like, I'm not a runner, and here I am. Was like, it was such a powerful moment, and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't take a step. And now I ran really, I mean, for me, it was really, really fast. I know people are thinking, what's the big deal? But when you're unable
What's the
to
big deal?
move,
When you know that you're not used to do something, it's a big deal actually. And I was just going to really outline this. We keep telling people it improves your quality of life. And then you notice from these little things, it's little details that make you understand that the quality of your life is improved by optimizing your brain, by using this kind of technology. Yeah.
yeah, I felt like I wasn't even in my body because I ran so fast. I was like, holy, like I was in the I was like, oh my, like it literally, and I walked back.
Irene is going to become the Flash.
I literally felt like I was the Flash or Superwoman, or whatever women.
Wonder Woman, you are
Wonder
already.
It was just so incredible. I couldn't believe it. Like my hip should have been like out of socket or something. I don't know. I should have been in a lot of pain the next day, or because I have lumbar tear, right? Like I'm not supposed to do any of that stuff, and it still reminds me that I have it periodically, but it was so incredible. I came in and Alexis goes, "Mama, you okay?" I said, "I just freaking ran 3 blocks." Can you believe? She's like, "Please take it easy." Marathon is next. No, I'm teasing. But it felt like it was, and I know when we get so passionate and I get so excited and I can't shut up, it's because this life was not promised to me. Like I just did a post about it and showed all the things that happened to me, bits and pieces from the moment of the car accident, right? I get very emotional in October because the time gets closer, because I was always so excited by my birthday, and that 43rd birthday wasn't celebrated, right? Like so anyway, I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead. I get so excited. I had to share that. I can't stop talking. And then
She's unstoppable. Ken, you must stop her from time to time. You just interrupt her.
Yes.
I love your energy, Irene. I see you on Facebook and all over the place all the time, and you're dancing and having all this kind of fun. We do have to come up with like a theme song for you or something.
For me.
Absolutely. I love the boost patch is I really enjoy the boost patch because our bodies work to where they need to be optimized for whatever we're doing. So you don't realize, a lot of people don't realize how poorly their bodies are working, right? They know they have some pain or they're this, but once you feel that optimization in your body, it makes such a difference. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm doing things that I thought I would never do before. I've got some of my teammates that um, they're they have this beautiful cabin on 12 acres up in the mountains of New York, right? And it's it's two women, and they're actually building things and splitting wood and pulling out stumps to clear portions of their land. And they didn't have the energy. They didn't have the
How
energy.
old are they, Ken? Tell us. Are they
Yeah,
young?
no, they're in they're both retired. And
Okay.
they're pulling, I mean, like tree stumps that weigh hundreds of pounds, and they're lifting them and pulling them and chopping wood because it's a very rustic.
Do they have a page? Do they have an official page of what they do on social media? Can people find them?
No, no, no. I'll try to send you some stuff. They were just in our challenge for the challenge that we just had for sit-ups and
What?
The squats.
and so some of their videos are hilarious because they're
Oh yeah, they
pulling.
were holding wood. I seen them
Yeah, yeah, they're like lifting
lifting
things, lifting bricks.
crazy.
And they have their land is pretty incredible because they have it backs up to one side of their land backs up to a stream, but to get to the stream is these hundreds of stairs that they have to climb down, which is exhausting. I mean, I just look at that and like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I could make it up and down those stairs. But they're they're up and down those stairs all day long to get to this creek because they take their dog and the dog plays in the creek. And it's amazing what they can now accomplish, and they attribute that to using super patches. They feel if they're not using them, that they're not functioning as good as they did.
So they can see the difference from
Yeah,
before they started using them.
but that when I ran, I actually did have a boost patch because I knew I wouldn't get home till 11, and we needed to speak to a lot of people. So now that in this conversation, victory is always on me, but that was the additional boost, and that made me fly. Like literally, I was just anyway. That's amazing. Those ladies are amazing. I've seen their videos.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
haven't. I want to see them now. I'm curious.
yeah, I'll have to send you some because
Yeah.
it's just what they're accomplishing and what they're doing and how they're feeling. It was like retirement was a sentence where they couldn't do as much, but now they're doing things that they thought they'd never do,
Yeah.
or couldn't do. I mean,
And they
I mean,
can
like,
enjoy their golden years
right,
finally.
they're enjoying their life just because of, and they wear a bunch of patches. I mean, they wear every day, they're wearing patches, and they use the REM patch to get a good night's sleep, and they use the boost patch to give more energy, and the
Yeah.
victory patch and the freedom patch, and they pretty much almost use them all, depending on what they're doing. And
That's the REM patch. Yeah. This is if you want to sleep deeper and deeper, even if you're sleeping well, I really think that you must give it a try because then you remember your dreams much more. Even if you don't have sleeping issue, but if you have issues, then you really want to have it handy.
The fun part of it is watching other people get results from the patches. To me, I've spent close to 30 years as a massage therapist, and that during that time, I dedicated my life to helping other people achieve better health and wellness in multiple ways. And back 4 years ago when I ended up with that virus that was plaguing the world, I mean, my whole life ended because of that. I mean, I thought everything was over. I couldn't do the things that I thought I could do before. And also, it took away my career. I mean, I couldn't work on people as much. So when Super Patch came along, not only did it help me, but it was a way for me to extend what I was doing to help other people. And it's simple. All they have to do is take out a patch, peel off the backing, and stick it pretty much anywhere on their body that there's not a lot of hair or a lot of movement. And people are getting amazing results. So it's enhanced my business as a massage therapist, because I can do something for people that goes beyond what I do when I'm physically working on them. You know, they're going home with something that they can do in between. You know, nowadays everything is getting expensive here, at least in the United States. I don't know about the rest of the world, but so people are able to do something that's relatively inexpensive to help them out any day of the week. I mean, in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day when I can't be with someone. I wish I could be with people all the time, but there's only so much I can do physically. So it's added to my own life, and I'm loving the way it's other people are feeling. It's like to listen to Irene's story, to Sabrina, to your story, and how much it's actually changed your life is the amazing part to me.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. You know, people have to try it, and you know, until they do, they don't understand this.
I think that the ones who are ready, they try, and then more and more people will want to try, because when you come in contact, when you know people who are so much better, so much better, that you can really see like day and night, then you become curious.
Yeah. And let's talk about consistency, that, you know, we may give samples out and you may not see a full effect of it, but it's a sample. Just, you know, I want to talk about how important it is to, especially because my video gets shared so much and the results so immediate, that it took 18 months to get to the life that I am living at this point. I saw a difference maybe like 12 months into it, that I realized that I didn't have the original technology came in the form of a sock, that I was without it for like 24 hours or like 18 hours, that I realized that, oh my God, I didn't sleep with it. Oh my God, I didn't, you know, didn't have it. So consistency does require, so be patient and you will get the results that your neurology needs and optimizes you. So it's very, very personal. Yes, for some of us it's immediate relief, but consistent change takes time.
Yeah, because I remember watching some videos from Dr. Brinkett, I think, that also explained that the more you use it, the more the neuropaths in your brain gets stabilized and really strong and stable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they cannot come back. This is what he explained when I watched this video.
So in my video, my brain mapping, that's what they talked about. 90% of neuroplasticity was created in 18 months. Permanent neurological change.
Permanent.
And when they said that to me, I was like, well, doctors need to know about it, because they took away my hope when I had so little left of it. Like I was holding to a slither of it all. And they said there's nothing out there. And that makes me so sad how many people hear that. And, you know, it's hard to come back from that gloom and doom. I mean, you know, especially when you've been in that gloom and doom for almost 6 years and then you hear that. And
yeah, because it depends, Irene, sorry if I interrupt, but this is, I think it's important. It's like when Ken was told he had 4 days left to live. I was told that it would only get worse and I would end up at a certain age on a wheelchair, because the damage that I had in my back would lead to that. Okay. And then you were told the same. But I think that our mind, not I think, I know now, I really know, our mind works with images. And if we believe to those images, then those images become our truth, and our
Sure.
truth becomes our reality.
Yes.
If we understand that mind and brain are not really the same, so we are optimizing our brain with the neurotech, but then we also have to really pay attention of our thoughts and our beliefs, our emotions, because the package is more than just the brain. Yeah, it's
I don't 100% agree with you, but for my own personal story, I was in the end, I've lost all of that hope. Like for my own personal, I the only thing until that moment, even though I was like giving up and gave up in many ways, I still visualized one day that I will walk, I will run. I power of images. That's how I survived my life. But for some reason, because it came from a doctor, that's my point. It came from a person that I gave my power to, meaning I was waiting for the medical community to find something for me. I was looking for answers from them because they went to medical school. Makes sense. There's a two part to it, and when they said they were done, and I expected my own personal, for me, I expected the answer come from them, but the answer came from something completely opposite of that. And so what I had to go through it, right? I had to learn that I gave away my power by choice because I was exhausted, like not by choice, but it just my own personal circumstances. And I was angry. I said, God, I'm visualizing, I'm praying, I'm doing everything that I know. I went
but you
deep.
kept doing it, no matter what. And then anyway, even if in the beginning you didn't want to, at one point you put the socks on. Some other person wouldn't have it, because when you stop believing, when you stop really, really having any images to give of you getting better, then you don't really go and try things.
So I'll tell you why I did it. Just like Dr. Mark said it in his video when he came back to our company and was so excited to have him. He said he did the test with the socks to prove the patient wrong, and so she could leave him alone. I did it so I can tell to Kim, start bothering me, I'm exhausted, 15,000 in debt and credit cards, because every time you find something you send it, and I'm running like a crazy person to a doctor, to a IV thing. She's like, oh, go get this infusion. So I basically just wanted to tell her to leave me alone, and I'm going to get my 10th epidural. Little that I know, right?
Okay.
Like, exhausted. She harassed me, put them on, try them. I don't know what it do, but it could help. I'm like, cool, doesn't work for me anymore. So there you go.
Okay.
So the point is, even though when you gave up already, I want you to get up and try again and again and again. Doctors don't know everything. And that's the lesson. And now that is my message. Stop giving power to people, even though they have education, even though that they're supposed to help us. We're supposed to help ourselves and never give up and knocking on the doors. So, it's a lot of things comes from this journey, right? Chronic pain and finding solutions for it, depression, anxiety. Like, I thought all of that was a joke until I was in it fully deeply. I used to say to people, oh, come on, mind over matter, glass is overflowing. No, it doesn't work that way. But you really deep in it and everything is falling apart. So I became gentle with others and myself, the judgment. I had to apologize to some people because I personally judged them, because my mind is so powerful and I've gone through so many difficult moments, and I came out of it thinking I did it because my mind. But sometimes it's beyond the mind, and I've learned that not to be gentle with that.
It is about the mind, Irene. I can assure you, it is only about your mindset. It's not about the fact you wanted to prove Kim wrong, but still, you could have proved her wrong in many different ways. You tried them on because in your mind, deeply, very deeply, there was a part of you that still thought,
actually not
putting on that sock.
But
maybe you were not aware, because this is subconscious, it's not conscious.
Yeah, it's okay. My feeling at that point was, leave me alone, I'm tired. But that's not the point. The point is,
Well, then we have to do this slogan. We have to have this slogan, dare to prove us wrong.
that's right. And the point
It's
of this,
not about believing doctors or not believing
yeah,
doctors. It's not about, trusting or delegating other people. Just try this technology and prove us wrong.
that's what I was going to say. The point of this is that prove us wrong. Don't believe it. You're skeptical. I was skeptical. I put it on to prove her wrong, but she proved me wrong, and I got my life back. So that's it. That's the end of the story. I am living my best life for proving someone right, not wrong. And I was proven wrong.
No.
Every Just be gentle with yourself, whatever journey you're going through. Just know that it's okay, whatever you're feeling and how you're feeling. Don't I know the chronic pain community struggles with it because we're not believed, because we have invisible illness, and doctors really treat us terribly, most of them. So just be gentle with yourself and keep trying. Don't ever give up, and don't listen to the doctors.
All right. Ken, do you want to add something before we close and end this
I don't know.
episode?
I don't know if I could add anything to that. Um, our bodies are amazing. We're have this ability to heal many things in our own bodies. And we do have to take control of our health in our own hands. I just finished writing a book and publishing a book about
No,
that. And, um, you know, but we do have to
What
give
is the
it the
name of the
tool.
book, Ken? Let us know. And also,
yeah,
then
just
let me have the link to the book so that I can add it in the description of this video as well.
Yeah, I'll send you,
What's the title?
um, yeah, my mind is like, what is the title of that book?
I got focus badge for you.
I have
It's
it here.
okay.
I have
Don't
it.
worry. We wait. I'm patient.
Me too.
My mind is like,
It doesn't matter.
well, we have to, we have to have we have to have the tools. It's called healing in your own hands, and
Oh, I love
it does it's about taking control of your, no matter what. I mean, doctors and medicine are sometimes, that's incredible. I mean, without some of those things, I probably wouldn't be here, right, at
it.
all, because no matter where we're at, sometimes our body needs the tools to actually complete the cycle of our own healing. So whether that be super patches or energy work or mindset or
Meditation.
any of
Yeah.
those things all contribute to our health and well-being, right? So it's finding the balance between all of that and what is traditional medicine. I mean, there's breakthroughs in medicines that have changed people's lives entirely. Uh, but we have to be aware that our bodies are incredible machines that have the ability to self-repair, to do things, but we need to give it all the tools and all the help that we can along the way. So that's part of my journey, is to help people find those tools, whether it be physical or something like the patches or nutrition, or all of it contributes to our health. So yes, it's a tough road out there for people to have their health and wellness and to do it, but it's this balance between mind, body, spirit, and what we can do physically what we can add in to enhance our lives, like Super Patch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
gift that keeps on giving, and prove us wrong, that's not.
Yeah,
Ah,
Beautiful.
I love it.
So I
Okay.
think that we have been, I know that it's a pleasure. I would stay here even longer, but I think we have gone through over 40 minutes now, and we know that the logarithms don't like these long videos. So, but I really enjoy chatting with you actually. And every week, every time we meet, I feel more grateful because you give me insights, and sharing with these experiences, different experiences, is then helping other people to have their own insights. And
yeah.
if you want to know better, you can contact Ken or Irene or me, get in contact with us. We are very happy to give you more details, to help you test them. And we come back here every week on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, I always forget. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow Irene as well, follow Ken on the social media, and share all this content. If you think that you know somebody who might want to dare to prove us wrong.
And can we also say that right now you can be part of this shopping experience or the business for $1?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Month of October, you become an associate, and it's like becoming a preferred, privileged client for $1, and then you can shop with 25% reduction, which is very convenient, I think. So
Yeah,
see you
agree.
next week.
Goodbye.